Okay. Whew, what a day. So today is the 9th of January 2020 and it is a huge day. So many things are going on and I'm going to fill you in with just our life basically. So Naomi unfortunately can't be here to film with me. She's literally just had to rush off to go and do her babysitting job. May I say hi quickly before we have to go to work? Quickly, hi.
Oh no, delete that.
It's going in. So today was another important deadline for Naomi's course. She had an essay in for one of her modules about international development, and she's written a really good essay and been absolutely smashing it out this last week or so since New Year. We both didn't do as much work as we'd hoped, sort of between finishing uni just before Christmas and then New Year. That we spent travelling around. I mean, you've seen the vlogs, we've done so much stuff. So it really meant that when the New Year hit, we were just on our studying. So Naomi's been working really hard with that essay and it's come out really well. I read over it with her yesterday and this morning and I think she's done really well with the amount of time that she had, and I'm sure she's going to get a great grade. So that's really exciting. She literally just got that submitted at 2. I'm filming this now at 3. So she got that submitted and then had to rush off. Me in the meantime, I had my first sort of big exam for the GDL today. It was my EU law exam, which is basically the only exam that we sit in January, and then all the other ones are lumped in at May at the end. And this basically marks halfway through my GDL period in terms of lectures and tutorials and studying. So we had basically 10 weeks plus some introductory weeks before Christmas, and now we've got 10 weeks of teaching up until then revision and then exams. So I thought I'd have a little reflection with you guys over how it's going so far. I mean, wow, I can't believe that we're halfway through. It's just gone so quick. I mean, I've spoken to other people who have done the GDL and they all say, you know, it's a lot of work, it's not too difficult, but there's just so much of it, and I think that is so true. Like, the amount of content that we have to cover is crazy. Compared to my bachelor's degree that I did over 3 years, it's a very different learning experience. Not just because this is very much you just have to remember loads of stuff. You just have to remember cases, remember how the law works, remember. There's not really that much room for like critical analysis or for you to have too much of an opinion because there's just not time. So it's a bit frustrating because when an area of the law is interesting, or at least I find it interesting, I might want to read more to understand it or read more widely, but there just isn't time because the pace that we move is so quick. You've just got to move on to the next thing and try and keep track of it all in your head. But I'm feeling much more settled now, halfway through, just done this exam, and having looked at the schedule for sort of like the next second half of this, I do feel much more comfortable than I did a few weeks ago. The introductory couple of weeks for the GDL are honestly so pointless. They don't really prepare you for anything, they don't really explain the structure of the course or how it's really going to work. I mean, they give a very superficial explanation, but I was sort of left, you know, you just start teaching and you don't really know what's going on, and then suddenly you're a few weeks in and you're just trying to get your head around cases and stuff, and you don't really understand like how the GDL all works or where it fits in and stuff, and it just seems like so much is given to you like in one go. But now I understand EU's ticked off, so we can close the book on that effectively, and we can look forward to the other 6 exams we've got, and we've also got an independent research essay. I was feeling a bit stressed about that because I had wanted to do my research essay over Christmas, but I haven't had time. Naomi just called me, let's see what she wants.
Hello?
Hey, sorry I missed your call, I'm filming.
I know, I'm really sorry. Would you mind taking a minute out to help me?
Okay, what do you need help with?
I just got my grade for my presentation.
Okay.
I was hoping you could either open it up, look for me.
Yeah, I mean, I'll open it up and look for you. Are you happy for it to be on camera?
Yeah, go on.
Remind people which thing this is for?
This is the presentation.
This was the presentation that you saw a clip of.
Yeah, I mean, I know I flopped.
You didn't flop, I'm sure. Okay, which module am I going on?
Research method.
Oh, okay, I can see your provisional grade. Oh, do
Yes.
you want to know?
Yeah.
66. Well done, baby, that's really good.
Well,
And this is your version of flopping, getting a 66. I'm going to get back to filming this video.
Alright, awesome.
Alright, love you, bye.
Love you too, bye.
So, let me remember where we were. Talking about the GDL.
Come on, think!
Yes, I feel much more comfortable with things now, looking forward to the second half of the course, because it's quite well structured out. You've got 5 weeks, then a break, then another 5 weeks of teaching. So I've just got to keep on top of those for now, and I'm not too worried. I'm just basically looking at it in stages. It can seem stressful when you think, oh god, I've got to prepare for next week, I've got to understand it and consolidate it, and I've got to revise for EU, and I've got to write an essay, and I've somehow got to do all of that whilst fitting in the rest of your life. It's beginning to seem easier to compartmentalise things now. I think for the next 10 weeks I can just focus on preparing for the lectures, going to the stuff, seeing what I like and understand, seeing what I don't, consolidating stuff I'm not sure on, and just focus on that. And I'm not going to stress myself too much about like revising it, because I was really trying to revise as I went along and make sure I really understood every little thing. But I think that it's going to become clearer the whole course once I've done it all, and like which topics we can selectively revise and all this kind of stuff. So I think I'm just going to take it as it comes, and I'm not going to worry too much about the essay, because I think I can definitely work on that in the reading week that I have. And then also when our course finishes, we have about 2 weeks between the end of teaching and then the essay being due in, and then after that is about another 4 weeks before the exams start. So basically I'm thinking that those 2 weeks I can also use for the essay as well as revision. So I'm going to leave the essay to those bits, not really worry about it, and then when I get to the revision period I can work out selectively which topics I've liked and work more on them now. So I'm feeling much better about it. It's really great to have EU ticked off. I think my EU exam went pretty well. I've been revising flat out since New Year on it, doing loads of practice questions, going over and over and over the stuff, really simplifying down like the core principles of EU, and then that was making it easier for me to understand like the cases and stuff and how it all fits together, because I think when we were taught it, like you were just given again loads of information and it's difficult to really like understand all the concepts. And actually I feel like simplifying the concepts helped me so much that I decided to actually make a few YouTube videos to help other people who might be doing EU law on the GDL, potentially at BPP, or just anywhere if they want help familiarising themselves with the principles and concepts. So I'm going to be putting up some law videos, some GDL videos. They've been helpful for me, like studying to make sure that I get the information right and present it well on camera. So that's been helpful. And plus, I think it could be helpful for other students in the future, because for me, when I was looking, there's not really that much information at all on the GDL on YouTube. So I'm hoping that this might be helpful for some other people in the future. Stay tuned for those if you're interested in law. I'm aware that a lot of our subscribers probably won't have much of an interest, so we'll probably put those videos out on like an extra day, and then, you know, hopefully they can help some people out who are studying law. Back to today. Naomi's had her essay in, I've had my exam, Naomi's just had some results from her presentation, so there's loads of stuff going on. And then to top all that off, today is also the 5-year anniversary of the day we met, which is just huge. Such an exciting day. It's just huge, isn't it? I know obviously we're married now and we'll celebrate our wedding anniversary, but we're never going to forget the anniversary of the day that we met, and how much our lives have changed in 5 years is just remarkable. I was fairly new to London and I was just working in Vodafone, didn't really have my future plans sorted out. Could not imagine that I would be where I am now in 5 years. To think that I've now got a degree under my belt, doing a conversion GDL, got a job as a lawyer lined up, having started, I don't know how many businesses I've started YouTube. Oh, not forgetting I went back to reading my A-levels, moved home, moved back. Naomi and I are now married. Just the amount of things that changes in my life, you know, and the person that I now am, is incredible. There is no doubt in my mind that the best thing that happened to me in my life was meeting Naomi, and today is 5 years to that day, so that's pretty amazing. And I know that Naomi feels the same way. She's an incredible woman, but her ability to inspire good change and positive change in others and bring out the best is amazing, and she's definitely done that for me, and I hope that I've been able, you know, I hope and feel that I've been able to support her as well. And it's amazing the things that she's accomplished, the amount of things that she's been involved in with uni while studying medicine, diversity projects, getting published, being part of the ACS Society, being part of all sorts of societies, research. I mean, she's just done so many things, making all her YouTube videos, helping people getting into uni. She's really just done and continues to do so much. So 5 years, it's a pretty great day. Anyway guys, I felt like even though Naomi and I didn't have time to sit down together, we owed it to ourselves to at least make some kind of video to recognise today. And also, even though Naomi's at work, I don't think that she's going to watch the video until later on, so I'm going to risk it and show you. We're not doing anything big for our anniversary really, because we've had all these other things going on. What we are doing is we're going to go to the cinema later on after Naomi finishes work, but I couldn't resist getting a little something. We're not doing presents or whatever, but I've got her this cute little card, and I'll write something nicer. Let me show you. So I've got this cute little card. How nice is that? I'll write her a nice little note for later. We're going to go see Jumanji 2, whatever it's called, but the first Jumanji we loved. It's so funny. When I say the first one, the first of the remakes with Jack Black and The Rock. So funny. So we're going to go see the second one tonight for a laugh. We actually went to see the first one on one of my birthdays. Naomi took me to an Everyman cinema, which was really nice. But yeah, that's us. 9th of January 2020. It's incredible to think how different our life might be in another 5 years. So hopefully we can look back on this in 5 years' time and think how far we've come again. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for tuning in and supporting us and watching our journey. We're really trying to get back and answer all these comments from the last month. There are just so many, and we were so busy over Christmas and December. We haven't had time to get back to you all, but we are, I promise you, every day we're getting through more and more comments. So we are aiming to get back to all of you at some point. But anyway, thank you so much. Please like the video if you made it this far through my rambling. We love you all. So yes, and if you're new here and made it this far as well, then you may as well subscribe if you haven't already, because you've watched me for 15 minutes. So why not? Alright, we'll see you on Saturday. Bye.